Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Fortitude. Today I'll be doing a game as Towering Roots of the Jungle into England level 6. Alright, let's get into the game. Okay. Right, I have everything enabled. Let's go. So we'll be playing this game on board A. I believe, yep, our Incarna starts in land number A8. Let's try to empower this game just for something different. We can get by without empowering. That's totally fine. Especially with how the board has opened up and with the Mountains Explorer. But I think let's just try to empower on turn 2. So one thing to note with Towering Roots is like one of the reasons why it might be harder for you to pick up the spirit is because it's somewhat relatively weak early game, but late game it's pretty strong. So just to give you an example, we are a 1-1-1 spirit. So that means we are placing a presence on every single turn. So let's see how long it will take us to reach this 4-3. It'll take us, doesn't matter what order you follow, but basically you'll have to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turns to unlock like 4 energy and 3 card plays, right? Or you can get to 6 energy and 2 card plays. Or you can get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 energy and 4 card plays. So in all of this will take you 6 turns to do. So by turn 6, you should be able to handle most problems on the board. So you should go into a game with that mindset, that early game, like, okay, you can solve or deal with some problems, but you cannot do everything. But by turn 6 and above, like turn 6 and further, or if you look at a game like England, by turn 7, 8, 9, whatever, like turn 10, you should be like just completely wiping up the board, no matter what what adversary or scenario you're playing. So that was just a quick, interesting peek into how to think about this spirit. Alright, so let's go. So if you want to do the Empower build, I like to do a G2 on turn 1. So let's gain a power card. Let's see what we get. Alright, so these are some interesting picks. I really like Sky's Herald because it is tri-element for us. It has the sun, the moon, and also the plant. I also like Favors because it is a defend 4. That defend goes a long way. Even though we have like Entwine the Fates of All, I like the defend from Favors. It's also Push a Blight that can be really useful for our Vitality positioning on the board. Plus, it is also tri-element. So it has Sun, Moon, and Plant. So that's probably the card that I'm going to go with. Thriving Choke Fungus can be useful. Like it has a disease, it has a Badlands, but we're not a great spirit at utilizing Badlands. Like maybe late game when we pick up like a damage major, but not early on. A disease is good, but I mean the whole point of empowering roots is that we can skip builds at our Incarna. So let's go with Favors for that defend 4. It's important to note that it's range 1 from a secret site, but if you all remember, our rule with the Incarna is that our powers get +1 range if Incarna is in the origin land, so we'll definitely be utilizing that. And another thing I want to point out is that our Incarna doesn't count as sacred site for the spirit. Like our Incarna, even if it is empowered, it doesn't count as a sacred site, so we'll still need like an Incarna and one other presence in the land to be able to count as a sacred site. Alright, so where do we want to go? So turn 1, let's see. Do we want to add a Vitality here, or do we want to do something like... well, we are not doing G3, right? So we cannot move our Incarna. That's the only downside of this build. So with that in mind, what we can do is... We can definitely throw a Vitality into A1 and try to defend A6. I'm going to go top track here. So we added a Vitality. Let's play Blooming. We could alternatively go bottom here. Maybe that's what I should do. Just to have like a bit more tempo. Because I could play Blooming and I could also play one more card and try to clear out my land 8. Okay, so in that case, I will go like this. Then I can play Blooming, and I can also play... What else can I play? I can play a 1 cost, but I don't want to play Boon because we did not do G3, so it's not that useful for us. I mean, we could play Entwine, but there's no point. Okay, let's just stick to the original plan. That is, go top track and play Blooming. Alright, Sands. I like that A7 explode because there's already 2 Dahan there to counter attack. A4, I can try to defend it with favors or even move the blight out if I need to. So Blooming again, I have, even though it is range 1, I get that range boost, so I can target it from this land to A1. Just throw an Incarna in there, and then I can gather up to 1 Dahan. There's a Dahan already in there. I don't think I need to take it out. I can just leave the Dahan in there. Yeah, that's fine. And Entwine will defend this guy, so I don't really need to use this. One thing to note against England is we should really try to prevent like the double builds from like control our capital basically. And this England level 6 is pretty key with roots because we don't really do a great job at generating fear early on. So this can cause us a lot of headaches. Alright, so let's do a G2 again because like we said, we are going to do the Empower build this game. I'm going to go ahead and toss a presence from bottom this time into A2. Actually, before I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and gain a power card. I'm going to go for a minor. Alright, so these are interesting cards. I like Terror Turns to Madness because it just gives you raw fear. And early on, you just need that fear. I mean, Shore Seeds is also nice. It really controls the coasts, adding some wilds and badlands. Territorial Strife is nice, but I don't know. Gift of Twin Days can be useful on any spirit really, and I could like probably do like Gift of Twin Days and Favors or something to get double defend forwards if needed. Or I could do it along with like Blooming to add like double vitality. So there's always uses for Gift of Twin Days. Maybe just that is the pick instead of like Terror Turns to Madness. These are really the 2 cards that I'm thinking right now. Like I'm not looking at these 2. Even though all 4 of these cards are relevant in my opinion, I'm just kind of deciding between both of these. The thing is, I don't think I'll have enough tempo to play Terror Turns to Madness because I still want to... Thing is, there is a lot of value in getting to Terror level 2 because then my Radiant and Hallowed Groove card just scales so insanely. Like late game, you can remove like... So basically what the card says is 2 fear if invaders are present or adjacent, and then in both target land and 1 adjacent land, you may remove an invader with health less than or equal to the Terror level. So at Terror level 2, I can remove 2 towns, and at Terror level 3, I can remove 2 cities with it. 1 in the Incarna land and 1 in an adjacent land. So maybe it is just Terror Turns to Madness. I don't know. Let's just do that. And like we said, we will go bottom. We'll just throw a presence in here. Or maybe I can throw a presence in here actually. We do not have any destroyed presence so far. Gift of Twin Days is so useful though. Gift of Twin Days is really freaking useful, man. It's okay. We committed to this, so let's do that. We don't have any destroyed presence. What were we gonna do this round? Okay, we were gonna do Entwine to defend this guy, H6, and then we can play. Radiant isn't gonna do much, so this is a good opportunity to play Terror Turns to Madness. Again, like we are not really getting a lot of value out of our right innate. I mean, I probably should have done something like this to start removing those towns, but I'm just delaying the board at this point. So, confirm, defend. Oh, wait. Oh, I was gonna do the turn 2 blooming. The turn 2. Okay, I messed up. Well, that's how you mess up. I was supposed to put the vitality in my A8 so that I could have empowered right away, but that did not happen. So, well, that's how to empower on turn 3, I guess. All right. So this should give me 3 fear. Okay, so I'm pretty close. So at this point, I might just reclaim because I did mess up on my vitality. So I'll need to throw another vitality into A8, or I can keep doing it this way actually. So that empowers us. So 1 turn late. We could have gotten it on turn 2, but I guess on the plus side, like I did prevent this land from blighting, which is probably good, I hope. All right, let's go for another miner. So I'm really going towards miners because I can always play boon during the slow and get a major power from this. All right, so there's our defend 5, there's our defend 4, there's our defend 4. The good thing is this one does have a plant and earth if needed. This one doesn't, but it is a 0 cost. Well, this is also 0 cost. But I can also make this range 1, and if I have an air, I can make this like a range 2. That's from my special rule. This one does 1 damage. That's probably not relevant in this case, but that defend 4 can do a lot of work. Right, so which one should we pick? If we look at the board, so there's not many jungles and... well, I guess Sands is ravaging this turn. So I could play it for the Sands. But then I cannot play it for A2. And it is pretty useful. So Sap can do a lot of work. Let's just go with Sap. We will add a presence. Let's go down to 3 plays, and then I think I will go to the energy. Or should we start pivoting towards majors? I need this 4 plant, like that. Just removing a city can go such a long way. So I need to start doing more G3s, just move my Incarna around. Trying to decide. Let's go bottom and then we'll pivot if needed. Add an extra Dahan. I'll probably add it here, just spread out a bit. And we can add a Strife over here. I think that can do some good work for us. Okay, I'll have to start dealing with these mountains. I could probably reclaim, just get to the 3 plays, and then I can try to defend both of these lands. Alright, so we are at turn 4. So remember what I said at the beginning of the video. Like, it's turn 6 and above. Like, that's when we truly start doing a lot of work on the board. So right now we're at turn 4. So we still have like 2 more turns till we get there. Alright, so let's do a reclaim, and we'll still get to add a presence. This time I'm just going to go ahead and throw it. And And I really wanted to move my Incarna, which I cannot. Actually, I wonder if I should move my Incarna to A1 because that is going to build. That will cause some issues. Let me think about that. Because with both of these guys, I should be able to... Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We will still go here. We have to play... I guess I'm going to play Blooming just to get more vitality on the board. I am going to play Resilient because I want to start shooting for a major. And I should probably play one more plant card. Something that I can defend with. Maybe just Entwine. Should do it. Favors, we could try to use it next turn for the Mountains Ravage. I'm trying to think. It's still Terra level 1, so I think to get value from Radiant, we should be at Terra level 2. I'm just going to go ahead and play Entwine. So this lets me do a few gathers and stuff, and then also lets me remove stuff. But that remove is going to happen at the Incarna side. So if that is the case, then maybe we can just play Sap. Actually, you know what? We are going to gain a major next turn with G3. Let's do that. So if that's the case, let's do... we'll do Entwine to defend the coast, just so we don't take a blight there. And then we can just play this guy. I'm okay to take a blight on A5. I think that's just okay to do to scale right now. And they will double build, which is also unfortunate, but that is okay. Alright, this is something we should be able to pay for. It is unfortunate. I did want to play Favors next turn. So I can definitely discard something. Question is, what do I want to play? So Boon, I definitely want to play next turn. I don't know if I want to play Radiant because we are not going to be at Terra level 2. So I'm going to go ahead and forget Radiant here. And then I need to destroy one of these guys. Probably destroy you. And one permanent elements. I think it just makes sense to gain a plant here. And then we can go ahead and gather to the hand like that. Double build in the sands, alright. We take a blight. Alright, so we did get, but I guess that is at the Incarna land, right? So that is not gonna be great. So let's do this. Let's we'll gather you, and we will gather. Kind of want to gather this guy out. Then we can use our right innate to remove this guy and this guy. And then Blooming to add a... We definitely have to go in A1, guys, because otherwise we're going to lose. It has 6 buildings. So if we want to stop the Mighty Capital from coming on, then we need to have 7 or less. I mean, not 7. We need to have less than 7. So we'll definitely add a Vitality there, so it doesn't cause us a lot of damage. So we are 5, 6, 7, 7 fear away from terror level 2, and then my radiant should really scale, hopefully. So let's do a G3. High time we moved our Incarna. So let's move it here. The animation is so cool. I'm not really worried about my wetlands because, like, this one I can defend. It has 3 Dahan. This one only has like 2 explorers. The blight I can control with favors on my reclaim next turn. The question is, what should we do now? So right now I think my gut feeling is just to get to the 4 energy. I mean, we could try to shoot for 4 plays, like even just going, like maxing out this innate does a lot of work. Plus I might even unlock the city move, but I should really go for a major because I'm at 8 energy. So let's get a major, and that should help us figure out what our game plan is. Alright, so what do we want to do here? I mean, trees radiate is definitely on element for us. Plus, it's also letting us skip build actions. It's jungle or lands without blight. It is useful. I mean, I could skip the build on A2. I could also skip like double builds that are happening later in the game. Accelerated rot is kind of useful. Maybe we can threshold it. Yeah, actually we can threshold it because Boone has the water. So I could do like 9 damage and bunch of other stuff. Dream of untouched lands is really cool, but 6 energy is a little too steep for us, especially since we didn't go top track. If we were like 4-2 right now, like 4 energy and 2 plays, maybe I would have tried to prioritize it. But not right now. So let's see. So this guy is ruled off. Unlock the gates. Unlock is a great card, but I don't think I can threshold it that easily. And it does give me every single element in the game, but I just need something more impactful. So I'm going to rule you out for now, even though I love this card. So it's really between these two guys. This one is really limited by targeting jungles or lands without blight. And this one is saying, this one is giving me 9 damage though, but in jungles or wetlands. But if you look, there's 2 back-to-back wetlands that are coming up. So just for that reason, I think I'm going to take Accelerated Rot. And the card that I choose to forget is probably Terror Turns to Madness. Is that what I want to forget? I think so. I don't think I want to lose any of my defense. I don't want to lose Boon. Yeah, I think Terror Turns to Madness did a lot of work, but at this point in the game, I just need to prioritize elements more. And in terms of what we were going to do, so let's go to the 4 energy because we already got a permanent plant. So that is really key from the event, from Lesser Spirits Imperiled. So in that case, it's okay if we don't go bottom track. And this presence, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in this land. Since I want to threshold this, I'm just going to play that. And I've thresholded my right innate as well. What am I missing on the left side? I'm missing an earth. Okay. That's good to know. So I have 1 earth over here. I'm missing 1 more. Do I have an earth over here? Yeah, I have 2 earths. Okay. Alright, so I actually want these lands to build up now. This land won't build. It's protected with the vitality. This land is a problem. I might end up just taking a blight. Let me see if I want to do that. How much damage is it? 8 damage. Even if I play sap. I really want to play rod, so I think it's okay. We might lose to the Han, but I think that's okay. Maybe the fear card or something. Let's rely on that. Choose a land with at least 2 invaders and at least 2 towns or cities. Okay, so hey, that is totally fine with me. push one Dahan from land with invaders or gather one Dahan into a land with invaders. I mean, I could gather it here, but I don't need to. Like, there's gonna be a fight in this land next turn. Maybe we can move our Incarna here. I'm just gonna skip it. I don't see a great place to move Dahan right now. And nothing happens from the escalation because we have an empowered Incarna just putting down roots in land number A1. So it's holding off the invaders at 6 buildings. It's not going to let any invader pass through. Right, so we can gather another town. Actually, now that's the tricky part. Like, don't just go ahead and remove the gather first. Otherwise, you'll just lose the game because you'll be at 7 buildings. So try to remove invaders like this. That you can only do at your Incarna. So let's go ahead and do that first. So I can remove a city. Wait, did I do that right? Let me zoom in. Let's go in. Did it not give me the fear for the last remove? Okay, so that is 1 fear. That is 2 fear. Huh. Am I missing a fear? It should have given me 3 fear. I don't know. Anyways, so I think 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, I think I can defend A2. So in that case, I can just rot this guy. Actually, now this should be range 1. Yep. So what I can do is, I don't need to gather a Dahan. No. I can let that be, but I can gather a town out. It's jungles, right? So I can just do it like this. And then I can throw a fully thresholded rot on it. And then I can boon myself. So maybe I don't gather the town. I'm not sure. If I don't want it to... I mean, we could just let the city come up here. Like, that land is sitting on 3 vitality. That jungle can take a beating. So question is, where do we do this gather? So we brought this down to 3 buildings. Right? Should I let my Incarna sit there 1 more turn is the question. I'm going to be reclaiming, so I think it is the only option. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That should totally clear it. Let's just bring down this guy and we'll bring down 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bring it from here and then we'll throw a rot here. And we are getting close to that terror level 3, so things are happening. We do have we have a few destroyed presence to add on the board. So far I haven't needed a secret site anywhere. I'm just gonna throw one down over here. And that gives us another major. Honestly, I could just play accelerated rot. And I could keep my Incarna in... Okay, here's the strategy that I'm thinking. Like, I could do accelerated rot for jungles and wetlands. And then for my sands and mountains, I could just keep moving my Incarna over there and clearing it out. So that sounds like a good plan. Okay, looking at these cards, so Plagues, I don't really want it. Storm Swath, it's not enough. Twisted Murmurs is interesting. Like, it has all the right elements for us. 5 cost is a little high. Unleash though is a great card. It doesn't have the plant, so that's a little unfortunate, but I like the effects. I don't know what I would forget for it though. Like, I really want to hold on to accelerated rot for maybe another turn, just so that I can clear out this jungle. But I don't think I need to. Like, once I'm at this 4 energy, I can just go down bottom track and go that route. So it's really between these two guys. That 4 fear is tempting, man. Although I can play Unleash to just get 4 energy. I don't know what to forget for Twisted. I really, I guess I do like Twisted Murmurs. I could forget Accelerated Rot because it is doing similar stuff. You could say, but Accelerated Rot is slightly more fear. But the thing is, like, this land will be clear. This wetland is already clear. This jungle is not going to be super built up. But I could still throw an Accelerated Rod to fully wipe it off the face of the earth. I want to keep Entwined. Radiant is pretty good right now. Blooming is still good, I would say. Yeah, it's a tough decision. I'll just forget Murmurs, and then once I'm done with Accelerated Rod, I'll just figure out a way what to do. Can I threshold this though? I need a air for it. I guess I have it with Blooming. And 3 Moon is also kind of tricky to play. I have a lot of Moon though. So that would give me 3 more damage. Okay, maybe it's time to say bye to Accelerated Rod. And good thing I did my innates before I did that, because then I did not lose the elements when I wanted to forget my... What did I forget? My Accelerated Rod. Alright. So this turn I'm thinking just 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This turn I'm thinking of just doing a reclaim, just get to that 4 energy. Slam that 4 energy. If Incarna is in the origin land, okay. We can just go here. We see what it takes to threshold this guy. So I'm short a Moon then. I don't think I want to play it just yet then. Let's do this. Let's make a plan. Let's play... Do we want to max out a right innate? I think I do. So this is defend 4. This is... You can start throwing Radiant. Let's get Radiant on the field. Actually, if I play a Sun plant, I can do even more work now. This seems like a good plan to me. The thing is, if I want to threshold Twisted Murmurs, I would have to... I'm kind of not sure if I should have taken this over Accelerated Rot, but I'm just nitpicking at this point. Wait, so this doesn't leave me enough defend though. So what I need to do instead is, that's a simple solve. That just means I need to add an extra presence to this guy, and then my Entwined is super strong. Okay, Radiant, and then what did I want to play? Boon. Some mountains are gonna build, that's fine. We'll do Entwine. Yep, so this guy is defend 6. And then Radiant. I guess we can clear out from here. Oh, versus England, I forgot that it's not that useful. I forgot it's not that useful versus England because everything has +1 health. Well, you learn something new every time. In that case, I might change my plan. Then this, I maybe should have forgotten this then. If I'm not gonna play Radiant, it's really not useful to hold this till Terror level 3 just to remove towns. Yeah, let's go back. That changes things for me. That means that when I gain Twisted, I do not forget Accelerated. I forget Radiant. All right, okay. Let us go. How do I still have that 3 presence there? Is that a bug? It's probably a bug. Try to report it real quick. How do you report bugs? I guess you do it. Help and feed. All right. So let's go with this game then. Let's go this guy, and then I was gonna play Entwine. So that gives me everything that I want. Should have thresholded that guy too. I mean, at this point, I could even go to 6 energy, really. That is... But maybe I can choose the bottom. No, I just have to ignore interest, which really sucks because I was doing a lot of work. They skip their normal explore and builds. I guess we'll just throw it here. Okay, so let's throw down a thresholded accelerated rot. Fortunately, I cannot target this land, but that's okay. Completely wipes it out. We are almost at terror level 3. We do have our boon. Before we do our boon, I'm going to use this guy to gather some stuff for us. Let's leave the Dahan there. Let's gather you. What all can we gather? An explorer, a town. We can gather a city out as well. I mean, I could leave stuff in A2. I could just play a repeated accelerated rot. That does take care of it. It's okay. And then we do this. The UI is like slightly tricky to navigate. Does it not give me fear for this city remove? So that's 1 fear. 2 fear. 3 fear. It's just slightly tricky how it does it. Maybe I'm missing something. And then this guy to add a destroyed presence, which in this case I'll probably just go over here. Gives me another major. Of course, there's unrelenting growth. Casual unrelenting growth on turn 7. No. I mean, this is fine, but yeah, I don't actually know what to play here. Unearth, maybe. With no ravage or build actions in target land. So maybe I could target the mountains for it and move my Incarna to A7. It is an option, guys. It is an option. Well, I have Twisted Murmur, so I actually don't really need any of this. I'll just grab it and forget it. But Twisted Murmurs and Accelerated Rod can pretty much deal with any help I might need. Alright, so what is happening this turn? Jungles are ravaging.
sure how to help you with that.
Alright, so we are almost at terror level 3. We are 10, 11 fear away. I'm deciding if I want to reclaim or just do a G3. Do I want to move my Incarna to A7 and try to do like a Twisted Murmurs play? Maybe. Let's do it. Let us add a presence over here. We will replace this with our Incarna. Look at that cool animation, guys. And this won't build because all the terror level 2s have gone away. Then we will just go ahead and gain a miner, a casual miner. Looking at the cards we got, nothing too exciting. Maybe just bad scouts. Yeah, I'm not excited by any of these. Scar the Land can do something. Starting Blight. I really don't want to go Blighted this game if I don't have to. Yeah, none of these are doing anything for me. Maybe just bad scouts for the threshold for Twisted Murmurs if I need it. It's the only good option I see. I was anyways not gonna hit this. Or I could do like a wonky play like this. And then remove the city. I mean remove the city from here. And then I could, well, it's not gonna build anyways. And then next turn I play Twisted Murmurs on the reclaim. And this is gonna build a city. Let's do that. Let's do that. We'll be at 6 energy and we'll do a reclaim and just have a big turn. Sure. Two damage on the land, push 2. I don't think that's gonna do much. I mean, we could just do it just to spread our presence out, but sure. It's 4. We can just go ahead and clear this guy. Sands and mountains, alright. So oh man. This is not a sacred site. Cannot do my innate. Oh man. That's a blunder. That's a blunder. Whew. We can't really even get the Han into that land easily. That, yeah, I probably would have just been better off playing Twisted Murmurs. See, that's why it's important to note that your Incarna is not a sacred site. Good thing we have Vitality. Actually, I'm going to leave the Dhahan there. I do want the fear though. Okay guys, let's... maybe rot this guy. No, actually we should play Twisted Murmurs. And then try to threshold at this guy this turn. We literally have a free turn. Need a moon and plant. Moon and plant. Maybe just favors. Entwine will also do. What is happening? Sands, Ravage, okay. What am I missing? We'll have to play Bat Scouts. Okay, well. That is fine, and then I can remove stuff in the slow. Three, four. I guess I can push from here. All right, guys. Okay, and we also have a boon, and we have a gather over here if we want it. Then we do have a boon, like I said, so we can give it to us. Maybe throw it here so that it's defended enough. Cast down. Well, I do have Entwine, but I don't... Do I want a Threshold cast down? After all this hard work? No. I'll just do Infestation. And we can forget... 3 animal might be hard to hit. I'll have to loop Bat Scouts for it. I mean... Yeah, not much of the game is left. Just Twisted Murmurs is giving me like 4 fear. No, 7 fear. Okay, let's do the math. So 1, 2, 3. So that is 15 plus 3, 18 fear. So Twisted Murmurs looped is 6 plus 1. So that's 7 fear plus 3 fear from my innate. So yeah, just Twisted Murmurs should be enough. If I do this, this is 9 damage. 4 plus 4 is 8. So that is 4, 5, 6 fear. So this is 6 fear. This is slightly more. I'll just forget Rot at this point. Sands and mountains are ravaging. Actually, I have to play all my defend cards this turn. I want to leave my Incarna there. Think I do. What's in my reclaim? Fine, sap, favor. We can hope for something here and here. We have 2 terror 3s. So can I swap sap for twisted? Doesn't threshold it though. I really need that those 4 plays. Maybe just infestation. Yeah, it's... could do it like this. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Probably not ideal. Can take a blight here. That's fine. This is... I'm at 7 damage. Well, that'll do it. Two health worth of invaders per presence. So 4, so I guess I could remove you. Those fear cards were clutch. Alright, so we are on turn 9 right now, but we are getting... Actually, do we just end the game? Actually, now I wish I would have thresholded this guy. What is it? Jungles and wetlands ravage. We just reclaim, put a presence over here. Can do gift of 20 days, twisted murmurs again. We can do boon. What if I'm missing? An air card and blooming. Should surely threshold it. At this point, we are just fearing out the deck. We need... yeah. Forget bad scouts. Everything has even more health, but it doesn't matter because we are almost there, guys. Almost there. Okay, so we just need 5, 6, 7, 8 fear, which we should get. Actually, let's do some removes first. Just for the heck of it. Let's also gather a city out because that feels nice. Then we'll remove some invaders. And then finally we will just kick off a twisted. That should be GG. So yeah, I mean, It took us a while. This was a slightly longer video, but I hope it gave you a good showing of what Towering Roots can do. Doesn't matter what we strife, we remove you and you, then we can still do 3 damage. Yeah, so that was GG. So I think it took us like 10 turns. We just had like fully unlocked tracks, basically. And the cards, I wasn't sure like what was the right picks to go for this game, but I am happy with like Accelerated Rod did do a lot of work for us, and then I wish I would have gone top track energy to better utilize Twisted Flowers, but it worked out. And then Infestation was just basically it's good on any spirit. It's like a busted major. It just gives you skips. Skips are great into England. But yeah, Sap was a surprisingly good pickup early too, and then Favors was great elements for us. But yeah, that was game. Looking at the events that we got, looking at the fear cards that we earned this game. This fear card came in clutch. This one, beset by many troubles. So it says every badland, beast, disease, wild, or strife grants defend 3 in its land and adjacent land. So that gave us like infinite defend. And what else? This was the invaded deck order. So mountain sands, wetlands, mountains, wetlands, jungles, sands, and all the stage 3s. But yeah, that was game. Even though it took us long, like roots, like we are still healthy. We have 3 blight. I mean, we are on the 3 healthy side. That's because we did some blight healing, and I think one of the fear cards or like the event cards helped us out. But overall, like the spirit can really control its board, and I did mess up empowering the Incarna like 1 turn late. It didn't matter so much, but just if you want to do it on turn 2, make sure you add your bloomings in the land you have your Incarna. Don't make that same mistake as I did. But yeah, that was game. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.